And we are live. Let's get to it. Let's do the Coach Dave Show. Happy Wednesday, Hump Day. Let's go. Good morning. Happy Hump Day. The Coach Dave Show, the Web Dude Zone, and the Life Transform System. We're going to talk about that today. And do you need your life transformed? Let's figure that out. Welcome, everybody. Phone number's at the bottom of the screen for those of you who need to call in. The call-in is open. And let me start the Q&A.
Q&A session has started.
There we go. Q&A session has started. And we also have live chat. Say hi when you come into the chat. Type in replay if you're catching me on the replay. If you want to catch me live, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. California, noon New York, 6 p.m. in Spain. That's right. International show here. You feeling me? Well, let's get ready to say hi to everybody. Happy Hump Day. Be right back. And welcome, everybody, to the Coach Dave Show. Now that I've got the number on my lower third, I can get rid of that number down below. Welcome to the Coach Dave Show. We're going to talk about today the Life Transform System. But we're going to talk about that after this. Good morning. We're back with the mood music. You can hear it back there. This is the cyber mood music. And we're going to talk about a lot of things. I want to mention to you again our schedule for the show here. If you want to catch me live, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. California time, noon in New York, and 6 p.m. in Spain. And in some areas of Soviet Russia, my friend over there, Soviet Russia, they have like 5 different time zones. But at 1 a.m. in one of those time zones, we're there. Let me tell you, we're going to get a lot of stuff involved in the show. We're just starting out here, first few episodes. And we have things we want to talk about. We want to talk about improving your marriage, staying sober today, live more healthy. We want to talk about taking less meds, you know. The pharma guys, they just want to make money off you. We want to talk about less depression, less stress, less anger. Going to have a show on the foo epidemic. We're going to talk about how to think, not just follow. How to think, not just follow. And then there is a current in life. There's a current. You know there's a current? You know that? You know, we're like fish that trying to swim upstream, like salmon that go upstream to spawn and do all their stuff. They stop swimming, what happens? They go right back backwards down the stream. So we have the live phone number. Let me flash it up again. All right. It's on my screen twice right now. That's good. We don't mind doing that. That's the number if you want to call. If you want to say hi in the chat, just whatever platform you're seeing us on, say hi in the chat. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube, multiple places in both of those. Facebook, YouTube, DLive, Twitter, Twitch, and soon to be live on our website. We're also going to be going simultaneously live on Clubhouse at some point here. We're going to have Clubhouse. If you're over there on the Clubhouse app, just go ahead and search for the Recovery Solutions Group. Recovery Solutions. That's the name of our club. Recovery Solutions Club on the Clubhouse. So check that out. All right, I want to tell you about one of the things that I keep mentioning, but I haven't told you very much about it at all. I'm going to do a complete show on this, but let me just mention a few things about it. A couple of years ago, I formulated and came up with, created a thing that I call the Life Transform System. I sat down and I said, there are a lot of people that are saying, hey, I'm a life coach. I'll help you out. Let's get stuff going. And at a certain point, you get to the end of their program. You're done. I don't know if that means you're cured. I don't know if that means that you're set, you're good to go. There's nothing else to do. Let me tell you, that is rarely the case. That is rarely the case that there is no more to do. You want to make sure that you don't believe that, because very rarely is that true, that you're done, completely done. Never have to do anything else. No maintenance, just you're fixed. Kind of like a car. What happens when you fix your car? It runs great for a while. Great. Brakes are good. Motor's good. Engine's good. Got good oil in it. Everything's running fine. Or if your car's electric, it's all charged up, ready to go. But then what happens? The charge wears off. The oil wears down. Time has a way of doing things. Time and events in your life have a way of doing things. So when you think you're done, it's not very common that you're completely done. There's always some maintenance in a car, in a person's life. I'm not saying your life is all mechanical. No. Don't get me wrong. But when your car is running good, you're good. When your car isn't running good, you're kind of not very good. So while you're out there thinking you're done, you're not done. You put gas in your car, it runs out. You charge your car, it runs down. The oil gets bad. You need more fluid here and there, washer fluid, transmission fluid, oil, whatever it is that your car needs. It's going to need just a little bit more now and then just to maintain. So that's not what this system is all about. This is called the Life Transform System because we take you from the beginning through the end and through actually continuing in the follow-up. There's a follow-up. After you transform your life, there's a follow-up. So that's what the Life Transform System takes into account. Okay, there's three tiers. And what I want to do is just explain these three tiers to you so you can understand where I'm coming from. So the idea for life coaching is that, hey, your life's going on pretty good. You got a job, you got things going, you got friends. That's cool. And as you go along, your friends are there and you're doing real well until you stop to think, hey, wait a minute. I'm just caught in this kind of rut. I'm going to go through life and get up in the morning, get ready, go to work, come home from work, settle down, watch some TV, go to bed, get up in the morning, get ready for work. You see where this is going. It gets to be a rut. And I heard one guy say a while back, I heard this guy said, you know the difference between a rut and a grave? A rut has no end. It's open-ended, keeps going and going and going. So that's the difference between a rut and a grave. Okay, neither one of them is a really good place to end up. So you've got this thing going and it just keeps monotonously going. You buy groceries, you put the gas in your car, or you charge it, you charge your devices, you go to work, you come home. It's just, stuff just keeps going like that. I put up a post on Facebook a while back. It said, "Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go with your life?" And at the bottom it said, "Really? Are you sure?" It said, "Are you sure? And how can you know?" So that's where I begin with the life transform system. I begin with a life planning where you take a good look at your life and you say, basically, the question is, am I living my best life? And if you are, great, great. There's no saying that you can't be living your best life right now. There are a lot of people out there who are. If you're living your best life and you're going along and it's going well, you're loving it, and you don't feel like you're in a rut, maybe you're not. I'm not saying you're in a rut. If you don't feel like you're in a rut, it's possible maybe you're not. So, but those of you who feel like, okay, I don't have something I'm reaching for, I don't have something that's going along telling me, yeah, yeah, I've got this goal, I've got the next thing I'm going for, I've got the next thing. Is the next thing you're going for a car that's going to keep up with the people next door, the Joneses? You know, everybody lives next door to the Joneses. I don't know if you heard that before. Everybody lives next door to the Joneses, and you kind of got to keep up with them. They've got stuff going, and you walk out the door. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bill. What's going on, Bob? What's going on, Bill? And then you walk back in your house and you say, man, I just saw that Bob got a new car. He got one of them Toy Totas, and it's electric. It's one of them EV, electric vehicle. It's an EV. I gotta give me an EV. Bob's EV looks so cool. He's got a Toy Tota EV, some kind of, big, stands up off the ground. You can go four-wheeling in that thing. EV, go camping in it. It's friendly to the environment. Those EVs, I tell you. So you decide you're going to get an EV, okay? And again, this story is keeping up with the Joneses, all right? And it looks like we've got somebody over here in the call system here. Looks like we got someone from New York in the queue. All right, we're going to take a call here, and then we're going to continue with the conversation. Let me see what we've got here. And welcome, caller from New York. Glad to have you on the show. Please let me know, if you would, what your name and your name is. You don't have to tell me your number, but tell me what your name is, and do you have a question for the Coach Dave Show, or are you just watching?
Hey, my name's Rob. Yeah, I got a question.
Okay.
Curious about your thoughts about ape holders using multiple slurp juices on a single ape.
I have no idea. I know you're talking about cars. You're more knowledgeable about cars.
Well, listen, if you've got one Astro ape and 3 slurp juices, you can create 3 new apes.
Okay. All right.
Tonight's slurp juice mint event it's essentially a minting event for both lab monkeys and special forces.
Okay. Special forces, like military?
You don't get it, do you?
I don't.
You can use multiple slurp juices on one single ape. So if you have one Astro ape and 3 slurp juices, you can create 3 new apes.
Okay. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with the show, but I'm glad you called. Where did you hear or see us? Okay. Our friend has left, But thanks for coming in. I'm not sure what that means, and maybe that was code. He mentioned special forces. Maybe that was a secret code. I don't know, but we're gonna turn the music back on. I had him kind of drowned out there for a minute, but thanks for calling in. Appreciate that. I'm gonna keep an eye on the call-in line, and I'm glad that the call-in line does work. So that's cool. And I'm gonna go back into the Q&A queue here, and it says that there's no other people in there. All right, so whatever we've got there with three of this and one of that and create more. So your life planning is, how are you going to live your life better? How are you going to live your life the best? And what are you going to do to live a legacy lifestyle? That's what I call it, legacy lifestyle. All right, so that was the first thing. There's a whole life planning part of this life transform system. The life planning part is, how am I going to know what my why is? That's the most important part right there, is your why. How am I going to know what my why is? And once I figure that out, what do I do with it? We cover that. All right, the second part of this system is the engine. Speaking of our online caller, engines. The engine is the day-to-day operation of this system to make sure that you know what you're going to do on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month, month-to-month business. All right. So I got a timer going out there, egg timer. Actually, it's a laundry timer. I do two things at once here, multiple tasks. Slurp juices and whatever that means. Anyway, so the engine it's actually a kit. It's a box that I have made that has stuff in it, has folders in it that helps you keep track of multiple items, multiple times, and multiple jobs that you're doing all at once. You've got weekly deadlines, daily deadlines. You've got things that are going to happen this month that you might forget. Even if you don't put it on your calendar, you won't miss it. You won't go past it, beyond it, and all that stuff just because you don't get to see it pop up. This is a system that you get to review every night what's happening. Excuse me. You get to review every night what's happening, and you get to go through and remind yourself of what's coming up the next day. Do I take Susie to soccer? Do I take Billy to basketball? Do I do groceries, put gas in the car? Maybe I need oil. I've got a dentist scheduled, all that stuff. It's in the engine for the day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month engine to keep track of what's going on in your life. So if you let stuff fall through the cracks, not legacy. The last part of it is what I call ongoing support. This is the life coaching part of it. This is, I firmly believe that two people are better than one. And this is in the Bible. This is in the book of Ecclesiastes. He says two are better than one. Because if one falls into a pit, the other one is there to help him out. So you get a life coach to walk side by side, to bounce some ideas off of. A life coach is not somebody who tells you what to do in life. He's not an instructor. He's not a, you're screwing up, so get this right kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that says, okay, so what do you want to do? And when you want to do that in your life, what is your goal? You give them some ideas, what we can do to help you find that goal. If you don't know what your goal is, I'll ask you open-ended questions, open-ended ideas that give you an idea of what you want. It's not about what I want. It's not my life. It's your life. It's what you want. And it's how you want to make sure that your goals and your dreams and your aspirations and the things that are important to you, it's not what's important to me. That doesn't matter at all. So this is the ongoing support. And without these three tiers, the life planning, the day-to-day engine, and the ongoing support, without these three tiers, it's like a three-legged bar stool. One of the legs is missing, the thing's going to tip over and you're going to fall on the floor. And you don't need to fall on the floor. That's not good. That's not legacy. That's not a great goal-setting thing. Yeah, I want to fall on the floor. That doesn't work. So if you're falling on the floor all the time, excuse me, we're going to help you get up off the floor and go do some stuff. And so this is the 3-tier Life Transform system. We can talk about it. You can call me, DM me, any of those things that you can do on any of the platforms that you see me on. And hold on just one second. Okay, I'm back. Had to make sure that I'm not coughing into the microphone. That's not good. All right, so a little bit of water, a little bit of webdude.com cup. All right, that's better. So the Life Transform system is those 3 tiers. Any of those tiers missing, and your program, some programs out there, all they do is give you, here's the day-to-day process. You got 2 legs of the bar stool missing. Some of them, here's the plan, here's the process. Well, you got 2 out of the 3, but you're still falling over. And then there's the ones that are like, here's the process, and let me be your life coach for life. Every day you got to call me. No. Every week you got to call me. No, not really. Not really. It's just a follow-up. The coaching app actually happens daily or weekly. That actually happens through the process of life planning and the day-to-day engine to get it going. And then the ongoing support, that's just once in a while. That's just once in a while. There are a lot of programs out there that have a sponsor or a manager or whatever you want to call them, advisor. That's once in a while. That's all you need. And so the ongoing support is just a, hey, once in a while, text me. Let me know if you have some difficulties, something going on, a little difficulty coming up. And that's the easy way to just say, hey, coach, I got something going on here. I'm not sure what's going on, not sure what it is. And we'll help you. Follow up with that. And that's a continuation. That's the gas in the car or charging the engine, charging the motor again. Giving you some transmission fluid. Get this thing running. But we start with life planning, then we go to the engine, then we go to the ongoing support later on. And that's the best plan for continuing, for maintaining all of those things that you want to do. You want stuff to keep going. You don't want it to just all of a sudden stop because you thought you were done. Well, now I need a new motor because I blew the engine. And whatever my slip was, I don't wear a slip, by the way. In case you want to know. In case you want to know. We'll leave it there. All right. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, but that's the Life Transform system. I'm going to do a beginning, a complete breakdown, rundown of the Life Transform system. Might do it just on the website or just on YouTube. And then after all the pieces are in place, I'm going to take it offline and put it up available for you on Gumroad so you can watch it as many times as you want. On YouTube, you come back and you've watched other stuff, and what happened to that one thing that I like? It's gone. And, well, I hate to say, but a lot of times ScrewTube will just take stuff down because they don't like you. If your name's like Bongino or something like that. So We'll put it up on the website. We'll put it up on Gumroad, and you guys can have access to it. We're not going to make it expensive. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg just to be able to go through the system. And then we've got maintenance afterwards. And the maintenance, that won't cost you an arm and a leg either, but that's important. Or you're going to have to buy a whole new car, get a whole new life. Ever have somebody tell you that? Get a life! All right, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to get out of here. Guys, thanks for popping in. Put a 1 in the chat. Say hi, say replay in the chat. And you know the number to call us right down there on the screen, scrolling by. We're going to be here again next week. And today is Friday. Oh, I didn't play the Friday song. Tomorrow. A day after tomorrow is Friday. Okay. I don't want to miss the Friday song. I have fans waiting for the Friday song, so we're not going to miss it. Woo! Thought I'd miss Friday's song. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to see you guys on Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. California, noon New York, 6 p.m. in Spain, and 1 a.m. in parts of Soviet Russia. All right? You know, I could look up times for Singapore and all that, but you guys have Google. You can go look it up. Don't use Google, by the way. Did you know they spy on you? Okay, I'm just kidding. Maybe. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. Guys, thanks for popping in, and God bless. Take care. We'll see you on Friday. Thanks again for watching. Take care, guys.